We're alive. What to do? The fire is still going, and the tent is still there. Alright, so we're here, and the net's still here. So we've got a couple. Let's get them in, and get this net out before the tide comes in. It's coming in. The tide is on the way in. So we've got these two little fish here. They look like a perch in a sense. Let's out this way. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. Come out nice. Stop moving around and I'll be able to get you out. Hey? Just hold us. Ouch. Some nasty spikes, I'll tell you that. Where are we here? Come on, baby. Oh, come on, baby. Don't rip all these spikes off. I mean, all of these scales. Just trying to get this fish out, everyone. Hold up. We haven't got much again, but we've got something. Got this little guy. And he's still alive, so I'm just gonna get him out and get his mate out. What way did they swim in? Which is quite amazing, really, because the guy is these two. This one's quite fat, very fat. The weather's not the beautifulest. I've got this another little guy. I got a little shark there. I'm gonna keep him. I don't. And I'm gonna smoke him up. I know you've got to cut their fins off and all that, but I'm not going to cut their fins off, his fins off, because it's too late, I think. I've moved the boat, anchor, get them in there, they're out. That other one's going to take a little bit, by the look of him, but he is possibly not going to make it. I'm not even going to worry about this right now. I'm just going to worry about getting our anchor in here. Come on, you. Oh, don't bullcrap me, cuz. Oh, there's no getting that. So I'm just going to have to get wet feet. I've got shoes on here. Oh, only a little bit wet. Just went over the top a little bit. But that's all right. We can live with that. So my plan, we got a kahawai here too, is to kahawai, which is excellent for our list of what we want today. Here's a spotty here, spotty shark. go. Let's get our container here. Hopefully the camera's all good. Here in Raglan, New Zealand. On our last day of a 3-day camping mission. Yeah. Let's get this guy out of here, and let's get. So we got a car white here, New Zealand car white. How's he in there? It should be the other way around, Leroy. So what way are we at? He is all tangled up. Okay, so he's on that side. Let's go like that. So he swam into the net, not out. Let's pull that up there, and let's get this out of here, mate. Come on, bro. Did he swim out this side or not? Which side did he go in? Let's have another look here. Let's use our brain and actually work this out. What way he came in? He came in and he can't get the plug out. That's all we care about. We're about figuring it out. Get the bloody thing out of there, bro. I'm just going to battle here. I'm pretty sure it came in that way though. Let's pull the net over like it should have been. That's how it was. But then it doesn't matter how it was really. There's his tail. Come on, bro. What up? It's mostly wise to go forward, you know, because obviously then you don't have any fins grabbing it. Once you get that head free like that, and hopefully we can just slide them out of a hole, even though these holes are pretty small. We may not be able to do that. It may be better to go backwards as well because of that. He's really in here, this guy. He is part of the net. He is forever going to be part of this net. Jeepers crabs, of course he freaking is. He's not. He's gonna do as he's bloody told. That's right. He's gonna do as he's bloody told. And you're coming home for dinner, cuz. You're going on that smoker. You are. Yeah, you are. You're a beauty. You're a darling. You're a darling to daddy. So we're halfway out on the side, so we'll go this way. Okay, we're nearly there. Just like that, all of a sudden, the net releases the fish. You talk to him sweet. Hey, baby, I love Billy. Daddy love you. And we're nearly there. Bit more sweet talking. Get your butt out of there before I rip your freaking throat out. I mean, sweet talking Leroy, not freaking getting her in the mood talk. You let go. You let go. So close here. I just want to rip this net and break it, but then I will regret that. This hole is made for walking, and that's what I'm going to do. Kind of like these shoes are made for walking, you know what I mean. Come on, bud. Come on, bud. Ah, just gotta get it out over his gill there. Yeah, gotcha. Nearly. Pull, pull, pull. And here we go. And we did it. All right. Now, let's get I woke up and let's just go over here where it's a little touch deeper. It's a touch deeper. Drop straight off. Well, not drop straight off. It doesn't drop straight off, but there's a touch deeper. Right. Benefits of waterproof shoes. You can just stand in the water. Get yourself some at High Tech. We've got a bit of a mess down here. I'm not even going to look at it until I might pull it. Well, when I pull it up, I may, and that's may, look at it. I'm just wanting to get the heck out of here, as in get this net in and get my breakfast going. All right. So there's what we got: a shark, a spotty shark, and a kaha white. Two things we did not have earlier on today. Well, about 20 minutes ago, I was still in bed talking to my old mate Paul. Anyway, I don't know how you're supposed to do this, but I think what you want to do is get that in there like this, and then you kind of want to just put the net in a round fashion. You want to go round and round. I think, I could be very wrong, do not listen to me. That's what I did yesterday. I just went around like this with the rope. Let's stand right facing like this. Now when I took it out yesterday and set the net, it came straight out and was pretty much ready to roll. Of course I had to widen it out. Once I got it out on the sand, it took 5 seconds. Was very easy. So I'm just going to go with what worked yesterday. It doesn't mean it'll work today. But to be honest, I most probably won't see this net for a wee while. So, as well, when I was awake this morning earlier on, I looked at the weather over the country over the next 5 days, or well, till Sunday at least. So what day today? It's Wednesday. Yeah, so 5 days pretty much. And it's not good. We're not going to be going fishing on the weekend, sadly. Well, not out on the boat anyway. So I've actually got a couple of things I need to do on the weekend anyway. I just remembered It's lucky that the weather's not good. We still could have gone, excuse me, but it would have been late. I got to go and pick up Lorna's fire on the weekend. It's my last chance. We bought it over a year ago. We bought 2 fires, and it's been sitting at Mitre 10 for over a year now, and they're on their last well, they're sick of it. Well, they're not sick of it. They did lie, and I rang the girl when I was coming home on Sunday from Kiowa, with loops on, and they said, "We've been leaving you voicemails." I said, "Bull crap, you have." I never said that. I just said, okay. Well, I just agreed and said, look. She said, "When can you be in here?" I said, "I can be in here this coming weekend," because I knew I was going to be out here. And we know what really annoys you? I'm on the phone with this girl, and over in the back over here, Lorna's sitting here, you know, in the passenger seat, and she's making little side remarks, you know, like, and you can't quite hear what she's saying because you're on the phone. And I just feel like going, "Shut up, effing bloody Lorne." You know, it's so annoying. Like, that's what I felt like doing. I didn't do that. I was like, "Oh, bye-bye, okay, I love you, darling. Shut the F up. Shh, shh, shh." But, I don't understand why. You know, why would you be making remarks when I'm having a hard enough time on the phone? The girl's going, "If you don't pick it up by this coming weekend, we're going to put it back in stock. You're going to lose 20% of the money you paid," which is like, I don't know, $600 or more. It's most probably way, I can't remember what the total price was. So more. And like, what's the point? I can't even understand what you're saying. Anyway, I love my darling. She's the best. But she has been waiting for over a year to get her fire in. And it's not my fault. It's not my fault at all. We had a fire installed at my house. And then the guy was supposed to install her fire straight away afterwards. And he hasn't contacted us for over a year. And by the time, I don't know, it's not my bloody fault. Only, and I've rung him, I've asked him, you know, what's going on. But he's hopefully going to be ready to do it once I get the fire there. But that was not part of the problem, you know. The fire, I could have got the fire at any moment. But back to the story. There's no way they left me voicemails. I have been speaking with Mitre 10 for the last I don't know, month about it. Every week I've rang them and said, "Look, I can't come in." And they've always gone, "Yep, that's sweet as." And they've been awesome, you know. Like, I'm not trying to say Mitre 10's bad or anything like it. I'm just saying they ain't left me no voice messages. Anyway, we're nearly here. We've got a bit of a mess at the end here, but that's all right. I think I'll maybe have to pull this out again. Obviously I will. Hopefully I don't be stupid enough to leave it for the day where I need to use it, because there is a decent tangle in there at the end there. All right, so my plan would be to walk this down over to that boat and put it in there. But that looks like a lie to me. And then I'm going to have to get wet feet. And I got shoes on and dry socks. Well, semi-dry socks now. They're a little bit moist. They're not moist, they're damp would be the word. So I'm not going to do that. I am going to put this up here. On my land. This is all bloody mine. Mine. That. I've seen one boat go out today. One boat. She was most probably getting jealous, you know. My good old Lord, oh, you're talking to another woman. Yeah, the truth comes out. Oh, bloody knee. Yeah, you're bloody chatting her up. All right, so here we go. Let's get, yeah, we're going to chat her up with my frickin' this. Anyway, that's enough of that. Comes a boat. It was a very small dinghy that went out earlier. Well, not very small. It'd be bigger. It was bigger than this one, but it was small dinghy. Then there comes another smaller boat. I'm surprised nobody's come and sat in here, but I suppose the bar, it's just so flat out there. Why would you? Not much sleeping last night. The tent was, don't come and knocking if the tent is a rocking. Ha ha ha! Yeah! Nah. Heaps of sleep. Heaps of sleep. Damn it, this bloody shoelaces! Again, another warm night. It was not cold in any fashion, not one bit. All I am thinking about, oh, we should beat that. I've moved the anchor up here, so the boat's just going to blow in with the tide. I could really just shorten that right up, couldn't I? I could. And just put it right over here or something, and then screw it. Well, and then you're not going to have to frickin' swim out so far, boy, if the wind changes. Boy. When I grew up, one of my dad's friends, his name was Robert, and he was younger than the old man, a bit. He's quite a beefy looking guy. To some people he might be a little bit intimidating. To some other people you'd think he's a bit of a joke. I don't know. I think he thinks he's intimidating. But we used to wrestle, and he'd get me and be kind of like me, actually. It's funny that I've never, and what was really funny is me and my mate, one of my mates, Ben, one of my best mates, Ben, we'd be like, hey boy, blah 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 boo, and all this other like funny talk. And then one day I realized that's exactly how Robert used to talk to me when I was a little kid. Anyway, he's a good guy. I wouldn't mind seeing him. Well, the old man don't like him one bit, but I do. He's all good. The thing is I don't let people into my life too much, you know. I don't let them come around and have cups of tea. I keep them at bay. Damn this frickin' Leroy. I'm gonna put these in the chili bin, and then I'm gonna have to walk back down there and get the kidneys. I might as well have just got wet frickin' shoes, eh? I might as well. They're wicked, well, they're not wet. They're only just damp a little bit. I won't get wet shoes. I'll change my... It's very, very rare for somebody to know where I live. If somebody knows where I live, they are very, well, let's say they're not special, but they're very special in my world to know where I live. Not at this point here. That bait does not look good to me. I need to get that out of there. It looks like our chili bin's not so chilly. Oh no, it's ice cold in there. That's all good. Because my food's in there too. Yummy. All right, so let's go get our canards. We're gonna have canards on toast this morning for brekkie. One of our that's gonna be one of our items here. Yeah, that was fun. This is my hotel room, everyone, and it's pretty cozy. I tells ya. All right, one clean wet sock, or damp I should call it, and one not so damp but a little bit damp sock. I tells ya. All right, so I don't like sand on the bottom of my feet when I put my stuff on, so we'll put them on the table here. We're not allowed to stick your feet on the table. Don't sit on it. Get your feet off the table. Far out. Who cares, man? You're just gonna wipe it down. Who cares? Anyway, good lessons. And now, whenever I see my kids or someone in my car, I hate when people come in your car and they put their feet up on the dash while you're driving. You know, they got their foot up here, like it's freaking some lounge chair or something. I'm like, get that off my shizzle. Effing bloody, what the heck? Get out, get out. You can walk. Anyway, same with hitchhikers. You know, pick up a hitchhiker. I used to pick up every one of them I saw, just about. One time I was going to what's that place? Topor. Middle of the night. Here's 5 or 6 bloody mongrel mob on the side of the road. Broken down, so I just pull in. Yola, what's up? Of course, I didn't say Yola. I don't think I was Yolaing back then. Most probably said yo though. Yo, what's up? Couldn't help my, you know, just comes out natural. And the bros are like, oh bro, jumping brothers, we're out. So I think one of them stayed there with the car and then jumped in, took them back to Taupo. But anyway, point of the story, pull over for these I also picked up this other guy another time, funnily enough, and he actually said to me, oh, let's pull over, do you want some cocaine, mate? And I was like, nah, I'm good. And then he goes to me, do you want to go to Butcher's Pool? And I didn't know where Butcher's Pool was, and it was in Taupo as well. It's just out of Taupo, and I picked him up, I don't know, kind of like Tito or T-Rail. So it was quite a little journey with the guy, and he's like, want me to show you where Butcher's Pool is? And I was like sitting there, no thank you mate, I'm not going nowhere near Butcher's Pool. And then that whole rest of the thing, I was just waiting to attack him when he tried to attack me, you know. But then I found out there is a place called Butcher's Pool, and it's a thermal hot spring, and it's it's a natural thermal hot spring. So anyway, picking up these hitchhikers, and then you know, they walk up to the car, whatever, and then they go to get in the car, and you're still moving stuff. I'm moving stuff, and they go to jump straight. Get out! Oh, what's wrong? Nah, I'm not that. Don't worry, mate. I'm not giving you a ride anymore. Oh, what? Too late. See ya. You know, effing bloody. All right. Okay, so we're going to get a lot of drag here, and we're going to drag in on to this. Oh, look at this. We got a head of a kawai there, obviously an old one. We've got a bit of a log here that's most probably stuck and never going to come out. Never going to come out of there. So I'm going to actually shorten this rope up while we're here. Oh, my darling, my sweet love. What are you worried about, Leroy? The boat mostly came down over those logs anyways, depending on what the way the wind was going, which I'm picking it was coming easterly like it is right now. All right, let's untie this. Two hearts that beat as one, our lives have just begun. Oh, and forever, and for you hold me close in your arms. I can't resist your charm. And I'll be a fool for you. I don't mind. You know I don't mind. Alright, so do 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 do. Right, so let's roll that around there. Let's get a bit of a granny knot going down. Boomage. That looks so tight. Looks perfect. Looks like that'll never ever come off. I'll hold you close in my arms. I can't resist your charms. I'll be a fool for you. Little babykin is here, everyone. Sorry, that's all that I saw while I was there. Smallest kinners I've ever bloody got in my life. Alright. But I tell you what. Give them a little bit of a soak here. Get any of that gas off them. It's hot. I'm bloody getting hot. Last night I thought about it after I dropped the stream, or the stream dropped off. Coming down for a little look, like our pink Cadillac had said, looking for some flounder on the high tide next time. I don't know, we may come out on Friday, I don't know, and just stay in the harbour. Oh, maybe not Friday, I kind of got to meet my mate now. And give them a bit of firewood. Yeah, damn it, I could always do them Saturday though. We'll see. I want to come back out and set the net up the end there. I want to catch some mullet. I really want some mullet. Excuse-moi. I wonder whose footprints these are. Jeepers grapes. It's got big steps. clicking my leg out. This must have been last night's ones, eh? Jeepers cripes, I was taking big steps. Must have been because I was carrying freaking 10 ton. I know. Wasn't last night's ones. Must have been this morning's ones, car. Who knows, eh? Who cares? It's bloody endless bloody, who gives a damn? Excuse me everyone, don't know why I'm spitting. Well, the old tent's pretty cool, this tent, I tells you. Super cheap. I've got no pegs in it at all, not one. It takes about 2 seconds to put down, maybe about a minute actually. Let's just put up the, kind of feel like me a coffee. Need some more oil, eh? Yep, pretty good down here. Pretty bloody good. Don't come a rocking if the tent is knocking. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we got a big wave out there right at this point. Obviously the bar does not go straight out anymore, it goes out that way. That could have gone so much worse yesterday. I'll be a fool for you. I'll be a fool. Boat coming out. What did you do with your cup, cuz? Hey, cuz. There it is. There it is. It's not inside the box. It's not inside the box. There it is. Alright, so come on, Leroy. Coffee. Ooh, milk. We're gonna need that. Now, nice looking boat out there. What kind of, all blacked out. nice boat, really. All right, so we're going to be going out here later on today, everyone. Well, not later on today, later on this morning, very soon, actually. I'm going to have something to eat. Got my fire pit over here, or the oven, I call it. The oven's going, you can just see it going over there. We're just going to have a kofi, and hopefully I can find a teaspoon. I was supposed to have a little clean up here. Here's the front view. There's our boat over there. There's our stash over there. Alright, so hopefully I can find a teaspoon here. Got rotten socks in here. Why oh why? There's the sugar. The sugar! This is sugar! Yeah, no shiz. Yeah, no sh. Alright, that's off the movie. I don't know if anybody actually got the movie. It's called Wrong Bet or Lionheart. In the very beginning, his brother Jean-Claude Van Damme, starring. His brother buys some drugs on the street and they give him some sugar. This is sugar. Yeah, no sh. Yeah, no. And then they burn him alive, you know. And then of course he revenges, well, tries to. He doesn't actually. He doesn't revenge. He goes and helps. Well, he breaks out of the Foreign Legion. So he's in the Foreign Legion, which my darling Lorna, her son, was in the Foreign Legion. And he's going to beat me up when he gets the chance. I got him. Hey, what? Hey? Yeah, I got him. Anyway. Got a bloody pigsty going. Of course. Why did I do with a teaspoon? I'm gonna get upset if I can't find the teaspoon, because then I can't have the bloody kinners either. What do I do with it? Why do I not throw the right hand ever? Because if I do, I'll twist my leg. That's an excuse. Bro, what did you do with the there it is the whole time. I knew you were there. Why did you not answer me when I said, where are you, spoon? You say, I'm right here. Alright, when you're alone for too long, obviously, some things never change. Doesn't need to be alone to be talking to the spoon. So we get a nice heap of coffee here. A little bit of coffee. This is sugar. Yeah, no sh. Yeah, no sh. All right. Good movie, actually. I used to watch it with my sons, and they loved it. Their favourite movies as kids were, well, all of them. One of their most favourite movies was Jaws. Jaws 2, not so much Jaws 3, Lionheart or Wrong Bet. I always knew it as Wrong Bet. They love that because, you know, and it was funny because my son Chase, he'd say, Daddy, or Daddy, or he'd actually call me Leroy. I said, call me Leroy, bro. No, I didn't. Well, I did as well, but at this point they would call me Dad. Oh, the other guy didn't know he could kick, and he didn't. Or we may have off milk, off as your I mean, I'm pretty sure that's off as your, I mean, all right, let's find out. Oh, let's have a taste. Oh, it tastes like coffee. Oh, it's got a little bit of a chunk in there like cream. We're in. Yeah. All right, so we're boiling out here. Let's see if we got some curdle action going on. Well, we don't. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. A little bit too much, cuz. Cuz. A little bit far, cuz. Right. Let's just go like that. This is sugar. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. And this is gasoline. The guys, they catch them. Funny, you got, well, I suppose in a real world, we should have realised way back then, you know, that the world was going to become one, as we slowly are. You know, the national barriers have sort of are right down, you know. Here in New Zealand, it's taken, well, you know, we're a little bit behind the world, I suppose, in some ways, just because we are away from the world in some ways. And, you know, there wasn't all that many foreigners when I was a young guy, or I didn't really, well, there were foreigners around, but, you know, they weren't everywhere like they are these days. No offense to any, and they're not, it's not a very nice word, is it? Foreigner? I don't know, I don't actually care either. I'm just going to use it because it describes something. But back then, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back, you know, with this crazy accent. You got Jean-Claude or Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is sugar. Yeah, no shit. Whoops. They catched him. And, he, you know, I think he's French, is he? You know, and then you got all these superstars and they're all from all over the world. And then you got Rambo. What's he gonna say? What's Rambo gonna say today? I've actually been watching a little bit of Over the Top lately, just a couple of little scenes, not the movie, just the scene at the first scene where he does his first arm wrestle. How do you do, ma'am? What's one that he says though? The world meets you halfway. If you want it, you gotta take it. Yeah, that's the only one I can think. Kind of sounded like him at first there, I thought. We're having a slurp up here because we're walking and drinking. Who watches Curb Your Enthusiasm? It's finished, but there's still, you know, 11 seasons. I can't walk and drink without, you know, Larry David. Everyone knows Larry David. Seinfeld co-creator. Had a nice little fire over here last night. All right, so what we want here is to put this coffee down. I don't really like smear cold coffee though. So we'll just go like this. This is perfect. You know, you can sort of regulate how hot it is there. You know, you can not really getting a side heat. Those nuggets last night were perfect. They were pretty good. They were 8. Oh, let's give them a 7.5 actually, because they could have been, if they were cooked like this, where there wasn't a big fire right around it. This is how I like to cook my stuff. I just have a little fire and then grab out
what I'm having. Make sure I burn it right where I'm going to cook, to show you how much I really don't give a damn. And then grab our tin foil. This is a cordon bleu, a cordon bleu, I don't know how you say it. We may have sand in here. That's why I took it back to the tent last night. Oh, the night before. Excuse me. Then we fold one end this way, and then fold the other end that way, so it's sort of an even heat. Wait for the plastic to melt and get the ick out of here. Sometime today would be good. Right, that'll do for me. I know we've still got a little bit of a residue going on down here. We'll just give it a little residue move like that, and now we'll chuck that on there like that and go for a walk over here. So I'm just going to show you where we're going out. See, this is not obvious, man. This is not obvious. The bar was not like this yesterday. It was not obvious to me from out there that I was going in the wrong way, in no way or form. I don't understand how you can read that like that. Obviously, guys in other boats are standing up, but I'd been sitting there watching the bar while talking to the Coast Guard, letting them know Daddy's coming back. I should today. I'm gonna when they ask me what my boat name is, I'm gonna say Daddy. It's Daddy. Yeah. All right. So we came in over there, but we're going to be going out here, everybody. Laugh, Eric. Yola, Eric. How are you, brother? There's a boat that we saw earlier. They most probably stopped at that 30-meter mark by the look of them. Don't look like they're going to me. I can't say that I could say that for sure. We were out there the other day. We caught a couple of really, really good sized snapper, New Zealand snapper. So yeah, we're going to be going through this little bar here on Daddy the boat. Well, I'm not going to say Daddy the boat. It's Daddy here. Daddy? Yes, Daddy. It's Daddy. I'm ringing you to say hi. The girl on the first date. Tells you what went on, okay? Hopefully my darling doesn't get too upset. And if she does, she dies. So that's another thing from the movie Rocky 4, when Ivan says about Apollo, if he dies, he dies. Anyway, the girl, I'd spoken to her on the way out, and then on the way back in, I said, hey, it's Rolos all over the place, because that's what the boat was called, Rolos all over the place. And she named me all over, like, because I said, she goes, where do you go out? I said, all over the place. So she said, okay, all over the place. So anyway, every time I rang into the Coast Guard, since then they've been laughing at the name. It was pretty funny, but we'll just flip that over. But on the way back, she said, okay, call me when you're on the in, when you get in. And I said, oh, I can't wait to get in. And she was like, oh. Lame joke. But if you know what I mean, she knew, and I knew, and that's all that mattered. Anyway, let's sit for a minute here. I could tell you some pretty crazy stories. I really could. I really could, but it would not be on this channel. It would be on another channel. Anyway, we got a nice wave coming in out the back there. It's just stopped. Look at that. That's not it though. Those are the ones I'm talking about. That one's was breaking out further than that. It was way out. It was way out. It's not. You wait. I'll wait till I see another one. Anyone that doesn't know, this is Raglan, New Zealand. So they're having the World Surfing Championship League, or a stage of it here in New Zealand. And this is it over there. They're just setting up that building right there. The 3-story building there is a makeshift. They must take that wherever they go around the world for the surf championship. You know, Kelly Slater, John Florence, all the legends. These days it's Gabriel Medina. We normally launch right there. That's not normally there, that little shedy looking thing there. That middle little shed there, that's another one, the white one with the 2 doors. That's not normally there either. But to the right of it, there's a little something, you can't really see it well. It's got kind of a green roof. That is there always. That's the toilet block for Manu Bay. That's Manu Bay in New Zealand, Raglan at Manu Bay. Google it if you want to. And they're having the surf championships there. All the world's best surfers are coming and are going to be coming around the mountain, but they'll be surfing right there. And of course, this is a mountain. I cannot quite remember what its name is right off the top of my head here. Someone please help me out. I can't remember my name most of the time. This guy's been fishing every afternoon and every morning since I've been here. Oh, not the first day, the next day. But when we go normally, and check out my videos everybody, normally I'd be launching over there, just right left of that bit little shady looking thing. Down on the beach, right there. There's a little boat ramp right there to the left of it. You can kind of see it sloping down to the water. Normally I launch there and go out from there, but this time, of course, I decided, I've just got home. I've just got home from a trip where on Sunday, the Sunday just gone here in New Zealand. It is 7:59 a.m. It's Wednesday, and it's the 6th of May. And I hope, my darling, you have a great day. If you were watching, she's just heading in to work, or she'll already be on her way. She's already at work, pretty much. You have a great day, my love. Daddy is Daddy is thinking about you. Anyway, so I just got home. The Sunday just gone, so it would have been like 6th. So it was 5th yesterday, the 4th. So the 3rd. On the 3rd, or the Sunday just gone here in New Zealand, I was out on the ocean for 7 days in another boat, live streaming and yeah, making videos with all of you, or the people that were watching. Yeah, so please check out my channel. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and check out videos. There's over 400 videos in 4K. They're all child and family friendly, so that you can watch them with your children, and there's no swearing in them at all. No swearing, none of the funny business, really, at all, really. I'm just taking off my jersey here. It's pretty bloody warm here it's in New Zealand here. It's going into winter, and you know, there's my pippies. This is the other one. It's going into winter here, and it's pretty warm, I tell you that. Right now it's quite warm. And but yeah, please check out my channel. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. This is going to be I should have been putting a timer on. I didn't, and that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here for a little bit longer, let that cook. Well, I'm not actually really going to do that at all. I'm going to walk back to the tent and put some more water on. Take this back over there, the coffee. I'm going to be coming back over here very shortly. I'm most probably, I don't know, we'll see what the embers are looking like by then and how many we can break off. We most probably will bring over a actually we better go back over to that tent because it might blow away due to me having that door shut like that. We'll just quickly flip that over like that. So we'll just quickly race back over here. Before that tent goes flying. It's got no pegs at all in it. You can just lift it up. The only thing holding it down pretty much is what's inside it. I tell you what, since I made that stupid little remark about talking to the Coast Guard, my darling is going to be angry when she picks me up. Yeah! I'm not happy about it. It's just a silly joke, you know. But I wouldn't, I don't know. If she said that to somebody, I don't think I'd really care. If they're on the phone somewhere, you know, I wouldn't care. Oh, yes, I bloody would. Don't bloody lie. Tell everybody, boy, yes, you bloody would. You'd bloody ever fit. No, I wouldn't. Yes, you bloody would. Stop bloody lying. No, I bloody wouldn't. Couldn't give a damn. It's on the bloody phone. A stupid little joke. Bullcrap. You'd ever fit. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I bloody would. I'll grab this bloody stick. I'll show her bloody in. Alright. What way am I? Left-handed. Left-handed when I'm hitting. Gotta watch my leg here, everyone. And I can hit left and right, actually. So we'll try another left. We'll go that way. Oh yeah! Yeah, I got caught out. I hurt my leg there though, I've got to be honest, and snapped the bat. And then we'll just go for, I can only do a right-handed with one hand. So I don't know, is that right-handed actually, is it? No, it's left, I think that's left. Either way I can do both. That's feeling better today, I don't know why, but when it's one hand, oh yeah, talk out of the park. So yeah, I bloody will. We've got quite a bit of a wind coming through here, straight from the east. Might just let that down a little bit more just to make sure. What did I do with that spoon this time? What did you do with the spoon, Dar? What did I do with it? Oh man, this time I most probably lost it. Who knows? Who cares? Who bloody knows? Who bloody cares? Canadian geese. So, what was I going to say? I should have brought them over here. I'm just mucking around, everybody. I'm warming up, getting ready to go out fishing for the day. This is how I do it. Tomorrow, we're going to be going live at my house. So today, we're going to stay live as long as our battery permits. Of course, I got chargers, so we can stay live. I'm getting picked up, hopefully, by Yola Estate this afternoon. Later today, most probably around 5:30, 5 o'clock, right on dark, pretty much like last night when we met her up there and she gave us some gas. But tomorrow, I'll be home. I may clean the boat with you on the live stream if you want to. You don't have to watch, it's up to you. And then we're going to go upstairs at my house and we're going to prepare some fish to be smoked. And then we're going to go downstairs and prepare the smoker and the ground, because there's grass everywhere. I'm gonna have to mow a little bit, won't take long. And then we're gonna smoke some shark, we're gonna smoke some snapper, we're gonna smoke some mullet, we're gonna smoke some kahawai. I may do one fillet of mullet, I don't know yet, because I want to save the other side for what is it, eating myself. It's good when you are doing the cooking like this. I don't know if, did I change that around already when I got back here, or did I not? I can't remember, man. I can't remember with my name yesterday, to be honest. I really can't. My life's a blur. I'm pretty all over the show in a lot of ways. This has got a metal pole on it. This doesn't mean, oh, it's cracked here. So it's got a metal, so whatever that was up like that. Put that over there so because it's got a nail sticking out of it a little bit. Let's grab a couple of these. My life is all over the show, man. It's a and not in a bad way. Like I'm not. It's Buttons saying that none of my trips are really organised. Again, I was out on the ocean on Sunday, just gone. That morning, the plan to get my boat out never went down. It was too rough, so I had to drive the boat, I don't know, 10 miles or whatever, to get it out at a ramp. Got it out at the ramp, towed it back to Hamilton, which is a 2-hour drive from where we were. Got home, did a couple of things that I needed to do around the house quickly, and then packed up, got up at the next morning on Monday at 3:30 a.m, packed that boat over there, and then was here that morning. So give me a bloody so what you want to do is you just grab it like that and it's not hot, but if you grab it like that, it's hot, really hot. But if you grab either of those two folds, it's sweet as. Even though that fold was on top of that. See if I can break this on my abs. Ready, spaghetti? Yeah! Yeah! Power! All right. This beach has done us good. I can't wait to come back here in the summer or something like that. Again, it may be before then. We get some good weather here in Raglan. We know we've got a good spot. I have got a couple of other trips planned for here in Raglan anyway. A couple of them are secret, so they're a surprise when we do them, and a couple of them you already know. We're going to be taking loops out there for at least 3 days, hopefully, fishing and camping on my houseboat, night fishing, all of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of a quick breakfast right now. We'll try this out. So you just grab those tips, see, either one, like that one, boom, not hot, even if it's lying right on the fire there. As you can see, all the tin foil is pretty much gone. What I'll do is I'll come over here when we leave, before we leave. Ah ha ha ha! Yeah, mama! Yee! That's perfectly cooked. What you want to do is sort of open them up straight away, then they don't dry out and they stay oily. It's just gone dry on the outside like it's been baked in the oven, which is fine, and a little bit soft at the top, just because it stayed in here and got a little bit of steam, you know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another one of these, go back over to the tent, grab another one of these. I might, and most probably will, make up a quick cheeseburger as well, so I'm going to quickly make a patty over there. Come over here and get that patty cooking over here. I'm going to cut up some onion, some tomato, and have a cheeseburger, a venison cheeseburger right here on this fire. This is going to be all the sticks that you would ever need, as long as I hurry up and get on with it. And then after all of that, I'm going to make some toast back over there, and I'm going to have those kinners on some toast, and then I'm going to have another coffee, and then I'm going to do a quick cleanup and get everything ready, so when I come back and we come back this afternoon, it's just grab, stick the stuff in the tent, gone. And in saying that, we may not do that part. We may leave it and get back in here, clean up around here, come back over here, sift through this fire, make sure there's no tin foil, even though it pretty much basically disintegrates. As you can see, it's all disintegrated. You can't see any of it, but I will sift through it. And then I like also to come over here and I'll cover this. I'll just scrape the ash out a little bit and then put sand over it. You'll never know that I was here. This is a cordon bleu here in New Zealand. It's got ham in it. It's chicken around the outside and then crumbs, and it's got cheese in there. Ooh, that's perfectly cooked. So right now, the only difference here, next time, hopefully the weather's better than it is, You know, we're looking at 13k winds at the moment, with a max of 14k winds, which is not bad. But hopefully next time we come here, it's like 8 kilometers and less. And hopefully there's a lot of driftwood. And we will be back over there by the tent, and we'll be doing what we're doing right now over there by the tent. And the other thing we'll be doing right now when we're doing that is we'll have a line out. The tide is perfect right now for fishing. The tide's coming in, and you know, we'd most probably be catching fish right now. And like the movie says, you can't have the whole world, Agamemnon. It's too big even for you. And then he says, I don't want to watch another massacre. How about we settle this the old way? Your best fighter against my best fighter. And then whoever wins takes the country. I'm a humble man. If you win, or if I win, you get to keep your throne in Thessaly, but you are under my command. If I call, you fight for me. And then they make a deal. And then he calls, Abagrius! I don't know. And then it's, Achilles! And then I stand up. Achilles, I'm here. Yay! All right, so all the cheeses at the end there, look at that. Oh yeah. Gotta be careful, that's super hot, that cheese. So we'll just take the top off just so we don't get burned here. Look at that cheese action, yeah. All right. It's super hot. That wind's picking up. Hopefully it doesn't get real choppy out there today. Myrmidon, my brothers of the sword, I'd rather fight with you than an army of thousands. Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions. You see what's waiting on that beach? Immortality, take it, it's yours. Yeah. On my command. Forgot my sword. Uh-oh. Yeah! Oh, forgot that too, actually. It's all right. We got another one. Right, just put this life jacket here down just in case it blows off somehow and lands in the fire. What I did forget is the I'm just going to leave that there. I forgot this bad boy. We didn't bring our spoon over here, did we, for some stupid reason? Hoo, 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 hoo. So on Friday, pending on the weather, the wind's going to be up. Pending how I'm feeling, we may come back out here and go up the end there, set the net, check the swell, of course. I wasn't really thinking that part of it, and go back out there for another day fishing, and then come back up, check the net, well, get the net in, a boat going out there, waves, too cool to wave to me. I'd be too cool to wave to me too if I was them. Not. Check the net, or pull the net in, head back to the docks, get the boat out, back, pick up my darling Lorna after work, and back home, hopefully for another smoke up on Saturday, with some mullet though. That is a possibility. We got kinners here. I need to save some room here. How much can I actually eat? I got to think for the whole day, you know. I'm eating for the whole day right here. I'm not just eating breakfast, I'm eating lunch. So I'm going to eat it all. I'm going to eat the kinners, I'm going to eat the patty, I'm going to the cheeseburger, I'm going to have another one of those lasagnas. I'm going all out. I'm going to have another coffee as well. Not that I really need it right now. All right, so immortality, take it, it's yours. On my command. All right, so let's do that all again. All right, but let's blow our nose first, eh? Trying to stop running nose come out of my nose right here, mate. All right, so, and let's get our organized after that. All right, so we don't really want that in anywhere full of bloody bogies. So we'll just wipe it in here like that. Wipe our mouth at the same time. We'll just put it in with the kinners. They'll never know. All right, so what are you doing, boy? Are you gonna muck around or are you gonna bloody do something? What are you doing, Leroy? I am. Put that there. I don't want to play hunt for the spoon, you know, but I do want another coffee quickly while we're here too. We need to quickly get on with it, boy. You got that frickin' oven going, so let's run here. Yola crew, I'd rather fight with you than an army of thousands. Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions. All right, so it really makes a difference if you give these a really good shake all the way down, especially at the end. And I mean, give them a really good shake and you'll get every last bit of them out. Generally, there's a little bit left, and that one I just can't be bothered. That would most probably boil that, but just because it's a little bit windy, I can't really be bothered with it all. I was hoping that the teaspoon was in here. Yes, it is in here again, trying to hide. All right. If you don't know what that movie is that I'm, you know, saying that stuff out of, it's of course Troy. Brad Pitt. Let's get a bit more coffee in there just because that went flying. Bit of sugar. Mix in that bit of whatever it is. Ooh, it doesn't smell good. It smells like, I mean, oh, that was definitely a chunk. All right, that'll do. Okay, so let's wait. Flounder spear doesn't fly that good. All right, flounder spear. Let's make sure our thing's all good. All right. So let's get this up here. Right. I only need a little space here. I just don't want any sand in my bloody stuff. So get rid of any sand. Bro, you better stay standing. I think that's locked. Right, one more of those wipes. This is where the wipes come into play. You know, you don't need anything. You don't need any, and just not come into play, but come into play everywhere. You know, you don't need any water to quickly thing out the dishwashing thing. You don't need anything. You don't need any disinfectant. You don't need nothing. Now, let's get that there. Like that, we'll just bring this over a bit. Like that. Got a bit of cheese there. That's what we're looking for. Bit of venison mince here. Let's just see. Let's have a little sniff of that and make sure we're not eating anything that's flat. Smells a bit fishy there, but hey, what can I say? Fishy is fine. The water's boiling down there. Let's grab that, that, I should have brought that bloody knife. It's the only one I've got over here. Well, I've got another one in there. It's just that it's a bloody oh, that tent's not looking good. We'll just chuck that back down there. She's lifting up. Let's save ourselves walking back and forward here. Yeah, mama. What have you forgotten, Leroy? You've forgotten the tin foil? You didn't bring it over here, bruh. You're gonna need it. We'll just put that there. At this point, I'll just check this phone again to make sure that tent didn't grab it and hit any buttons like the screen off or the audio off. So I should have thought about this a little bit more. That's what we were looking for, pepper. And we want something else. Got some more wipes in there, we don't need that. We want that. Okay, we're pretty much sorted. Hopefully I can find some more tin foil over here. I should have some. Rather than having to run back over there. While we're in here, we might as well sift through. That wind's really coming up, everyone. I'm not really liking it, I tell you that. A lasagna topper. Alright, so I'm not even going to worry about my really fishy hands. I am going to... Come on, boy. Keep up with the play, eh? Keep up with the play. So what are we up to here? We are up to... Let's find our tin foil. We never had the kumara last night. I forgot about that. Kumara, no tin foil in there, no tin foil in there. What else we got in there? Tin foil, exactly what we're after. Should be good. All right, let's move it. the end we're gonna need that freaking knife. Dummy! But we've got another knife here. Let's just use that one. The tent's only lifting up because the back door's not open. So we're going to start with get any sand off there, get some cheeso. Oh. Rolling. Let's get some cheese in there. A little bit rugged, but it'll be all right. Over there. Let's get some of this patty over here. It's cooking time, it's cooking time, it's cooking time. We've got some venison mince here. Nice big patty. We're just going to keep it nice and thin. We may make two. Let's not muck around here and get some salt in there. Like that. Get some pepper in there. Like this. What's this? Garlic powder. Some of that in there. Whoops. Hopefully we've got a few of these left. Some chili action. That's all we've got left. The rest is in that bag over there. Got a bit of ginger. Let's have a sip of this bad boy. We got some herb, as in not marijuana, just herbs, mixed herbs. Alright, so there we go. It's our clean as hands, bro. Give them a clean. My dear lady. Alright, so look, come on. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. We'll just knead that in. Knead wood. Like this. Oh yeah. Oh, massage. All right. Another boat coming out there. There we go, there's our patty. Tin foil, seen better days. At the front there anyway. Chuck that down there. Roll them out. It's been in the boat before, this one. Give them a wave. No real wave, it's okay with us. We don't give a damn at all. Today, we're busy. Okay, so there's our paddy. We'll just shut that. Wipe our hands again. Ocean's still looking good out there. Let's grab our bun. Oh, bro, calm down. Bun here. Let's quickly just go like this. Put the cheese on it. Boom and boom. And most probably a little bit too much cheese here. Boom. Try and get a little bit even here. But there, but there, but there, but there. All right. To be honest, I'm not even going to worry about the tomato, or shall I? I haven't got a sharp knife here. Well, I have. It's a bake knife. That was out on loop, so we'll just cover that right up. Again, just bring those over like that on one side. The other side, now you got an even thing. And it doesn't matter how hot it is. And the fire could be red hot. All the embers are over here, boom, it's not hot. Okay, so there we go. Get that out. Again, here's the lasagna. Most probably more than enough tin foil there. Just in case, we'll just make a little bit of an effort to stop anything blowing away. Like that. We may take this knife, we'll put our spoon in there, we'll remember that. Open that back up. Take our knife. Rolling. Our spare over here, someone thought they could throw it like Hercules, but they couldn't. I was never good at javelin. I was good at most sports. Well, no, let's not say good. Yeah, let's just say good. I was good at most sports, but not javelin. Not that I ever really tried it. One of my mates, who's most probably watching or not, he was one of the best in New Zealand. So why try and even be good at it when you're never going to beat him? He was actually really good at throwing anything. Actually, I could always throw a stone pretty far, but he could always throw it further. And he wasn't faster than me though. He was pretty fast though. but I won shot put many a time, discus, high jump. Not so much long jump. I was never that good at long jump. Not that I actually tried to be good at it. I got to be honest, I wasn't really good at long jump. The sprints wasn't always the fastest, but sometimes, well, normally in the top 3 or the fastest sometimes. So there we go. We'll just let that simmer down there with any of those flames there. What else? Swimming. I was always a winner in swimming, especially freestyle. Always winning that. Not really breaststroke. Didn't even compete in that. Just straight out freestyle. I was always winning that. And then go to the district sports and get my ass whooped. Same as all the rest of the things. High jump, win it wherever I was, whatever school, college, whatever. Go to the districts, get my butt whooped. But anyway, it was a nice day out, and you got to see other schools and other schools. Anyway, I need it. All right, so we're going to go on with this first. We're going to go right in the middle there because it's going to be hot. We're going to go right there, and we're going to leave the bun till last. And now we are going to go boom, and we've got a timer going, so we got a little bit of an idea on what we are doing. We got some mayonnaise waiting to go on. Obviously I just kicked it over, sadly. Let's give it a little bit of a tap tap tappy, tap tap taparoo. Go in your hole! Don't you like your home? Alright, so it's most probably a little bit hot there, way too hot. As you can see, it's if you can't see, you can see now it's flaming under there, so it's actually way too hot. No different to cooking at home. You don't want, you've only got thin tin foil there, so you've got to be real, it's better if there's no flames like that, without a doubt. And then if you want to move it and you don't want to get burnt, you just grab it like that. Boom. You can grab this side. This is the side that's lying, oh, it's actually quite hot, lying in the flame. But we'll just take those both off for a minute and let that flame just die down a bit. And I tell you what, it smells beautiful already. I can smell it, that patty. It is gorgeous. But I tell you what, all that fire, that wood that I left while we went back over there was more than you ever need for this. You could cook, I do cook, a 3-course meal. We're pretty much doing it right now. But I'll have veggies, steak, I don't know, like roast, chicken, whatever I want, exactly like this, no different. The only one thing I haven't cooked like this, to be honest, is fish. I've never cooked fish, and I did say something the other day, and let's restart that. On how I would cook it on the fire here, and next time, or one of the times, I will do that. We might come out on Friday if we do. There's a little bit of wood that I brought from home. I'll chuck that in the boat, chuck the tomahawk in. And when we go up to set the net, I'll pull over, grab out the mullet or whatever I've got, some fish, quickly light a fire like this, just a small fire, just enough, and cook some fish. And all I'll have there is the tin foil, a knife, most probably take a board. I may not even take a board, I don't really need one. Tin foil, the knife, the wood. Generally there's wood everywhere and you can get away with it, but I always like, if I'm going to plan to do it, I take a little bit of wood, just in case, and it makes it so much easier. You know you're going to get the fire started real quickly. It's going to burn through, it's going to be cooked, like the fire's going to burn through in about 8 minutes max, and you're going to be left with the embers and you're going to be cooking, you know, and you know for sure you've got a little bit of wood, and you can have a nice meal on the side of the beach or wherever we're going to be, you know. And I just love it for the camping side, with the tin foil there. I've got no dishes except the knife and that board back there, and when I get on the boat I'll just go like that with the board, give it a little wipe down, grab out a wipe, done, you know, and then throw the wipe in the, just joking, I put it in the rubbish. I don't throw the wipes in the ocean, I put them in the rubbish. And yeah, you got a little bit of a bag of rubbish when you go home, but hey, you don't have to do any dishes, you don't need any hot water, you don't need any soap, you don't need a scrubbing brush. Hey, it's not everybody's thing, you know, but if you use these wipes here, they're baby wipes, they're for cleaning your baby's butt after he's wearing his nappy or her nappy. And if it's good enough to clean your baby's butt, it's good enough to clean my dishes when I'm camping. Coffee finished. Grab a wipe. Flip it over so you haven't got coffee everywhere. Give it a little wipe on the outside. Get that middle part. Can't really get my fingers down there. Get them in there though. We'll get them in there. Okay, so there you go. Clean cup-ish. And we'll just go with another one. Just because we want it actually clean here. On the bottom. Another little wipe on the outside, another one around the mouth area. Put those in there, put that over there, and then again these now become blow my nose, wipe my whatever I need to wipe, and then and I'm nice and clean. Wipe my mouth so I haven't got coffee mark all around it. You can burn them. You can wipe the table. You can just do all sorts of things with them. And I tell you what, I do a lot of deep fry cooking when I'm out on the other boat. I've always got oil with me. When I'm out on my houseboat, I'm always having deep fried snapper. So battered snapper, and I use the wipes to clean all my stuff, and one of those wipes takes off just about all the residue of the oil on anything you're using. Just one of those wipes. So a second one, it's over. And I also have alcohol wipes, so I'll just pick it up again. I don't need to pick it up like that yet. It's still super hot. You got to be very careful, of course. I just advise you pick it up like that. Like that is so hot, it's not funny. Get that nice and flat so the juices stay even. We've had 5 minutes there, so technically they had 7 minutes, kind of thing. That coffee's starting to kick in. The second one, I didn't need it. Starting to make me feel real freaking anxious, and my eyes are changed. You can see my eyes are going all funny. I'm gonna go get some water to try and water down that coffee. And maybe the sugar in it. I think I'm doing better with no sugar in my life. My life's sweet enough as it is. My darling lawn makes it very sweet. So just in case this board goes flying, just give it a little nah. All right, stick it in here. Well actually we'll just put that down a bit so it's not sticking out. We've got some wipes here. And this brand here, I actually, as it doesn't open for the first time ever, it's quite a new brand of wipes, and they give you 72 for your money. You get 72 wipes in here. I'm going to ring them and tell them that this did not open properly. It's the first time it's ever happened though, but it's going to wreck this whole entire thing. Anyway, we'll grab a couple of those out. This specific brand you can buy from Pack and Save Mill Street for $1.70, but you get less than the other brand. The Silk Care or whatever, you get 80 in those for about $2.50, I don't know. But these are $1.70. But this brand here is, I find it's better. It takes off all the residue of any oil. Like soon as you get the cooking oil, and these wipes here hit it, it just really feels to it. It really does. And just for good measure here, I don't need to. That's clean enough till I get home. One more. But this brand also, they sink when they're in the ocean or in water. Not that I throw them in the water, but I have had a couple blow away on me and land in the water, and I've tried to grab them, but they just sunk straight away. And I could have stuck onion on that burger as well. I still could easily. quickly cut up an onion and put it into some, cut up an onion, put it in this, put it straight on that fire. Boom, onion on the burger. But I can't be bothered. I've had enough. The bit of water here. Hopefully you'll dilute that that coffee. And get it flowing through my veins a bit better. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Is there no one else? Is there no one else? Who are you, soldier? Achilles. Achilles, son of Peter. Of course, that's from the movie. It's so gorgeous here. I had hoped to 11 minutes there. Pretty high heat though. If the wind was better, possibly my original plan, but this was different. The sandbank here was different to how it was last time I seen it, which was, you know, I don't know how many years ago, at least a year ago. Was to have our camp sort of right here or over there a little bit, so we were just directly looking out here. Like that, you know, at the ocean, rather than the harbour or lagoon. But it's been fine. And also look at that wave. Perfect left there for a bit there. So yesterday, check out the live stream. I ended up coming in, we went diving and we came in. Somehow I went up that way like that. I don't know where I went actually. I have no idea where I went, but I ended up on the inside of all those waves instead of out here. But it was, I don't know, it was completely different yesterday. I don't know what happened, what I did wrong. I did something wrong and ended up inside those waves, and then had to turn around and go back out and whoop and get away from all of it. But it was quite exciting for me. And check it out on the stream yesterday. I think it was called I have no idea what it was called. Again, we're going to be having the World Championship Surfing League here for its stage. That's them setting it up over there. There's going to be thousands of people here in Raglan in about 9 days, I think it is. They're going to be having the World Champion Surf Raglan stage here, part of the world circuit. And we are going to maybe come out. It's going to be so busy in Raglan. I don't know, I had planned to be sitting right here and camping over here. I'll keep an eye on the weather, but I also thought I'd have a drone by now, and my drone hasn't turned up, and I'll just fly my drone from here over there and then you know, video it from over here, or get in the boat and go over there, which is, I don't know if you're allowed to or not. We could possibly still do that. There's going to be, I don't know, there might be 60 boats out here, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of boats out here as well, doing exactly what I just said, watching the surf, world surf stage here in Raglan for the first time here in New Zealand. And or back in the day, apparently they were at Maraenui, just about past the Portuguese. Right back in the day, before I was born, they did the world surf, the same stage here, or a stage of the surf league in Maraenui, which is just past the Portuguese, back in 1980 or whatever it was. And apparently my uncle was the only one that was out there. Which is quite common because he's very well known in the surf community down that way. But anyway, I thought if we can, we would be here. I'll keep an eye on the weather, but again, I don't have my drone. And what I was going to do is we could sit right here on this little stump. I could get the generator, put it over there so he can't hear it, or way over there so he can't hear it, run an extension cord to the TV, Bluetooth the drone to the TV, and we could sit here and watch a 32-inch screen or so and watch the surf league on the TV right here, you know, with the drone just hovering. And when there's someone on a wave, you know, going along, I'll just have it go across like this, and you know, watch them. But if we don't do that, because I don't have a drone at the moment, my other drone that I had just recently, it ended up in the water right where that boat ramp is there. You can see it slanting down to next to that sort of shed there. That shed you can see in the picture. Just to the left of there, there's a bit of, looks like concrete, slanting down to the water while the drone went in the water there. And then the one before that, we went around here, check out my channel. And around that point over there, on my motocross bike, we took the drone, we took some fishing rods, my motocross bike called Zed, and we went off a 100-meter cliff, high cliff, and drone fished, and that ended up in the water as well. But I have bought another one, it just has not arrived. So what my thing is if we can't do all that, because I want to be here before the thousands of people are going to be here. There's going to be thousands of people here in Raglan, over there at that surf thing. There's going to be thousands in the town as well. So it's going to be so hard to get anywhere near here. So I was hoping to be here a couple of days early. But if we can't, we might climb up this hill over here, walk up, climb all the way up, go up along that little line there where the toys are, maybe even go in where the pines are and then go up around here and then come out at the top, unless we'll just go up that little line there where the toys meet that gorse there, and get on top of there and zoom in down on there. I've got some other cameras that are going to be real good, and I could zoom right in and get a really good thing, and I might just put up a video of it, or we'll go live stream and we'll watch it off the phone here. So anyway, that was the original plan. We were going to be over here or sort of over there, and that was the plan, rather than back over there. But to be honest, we haven't even been here during the day really, other than at the moment it's 9:10 a.m. in New Zealand here. It's the I've got the stopwatch on. It's 9:10 a.m. It's the 6th of May. It's Wednesday here in New Zealand. This is Raglan. So we haven't really been here to worry about the view too much, and anytime we have been here, we've got a pretty view. So we'll just come over here. They've been going for we've got our breakfast cooking. It's been going for about 19 minutes here. So what we'll do is we'll just grab this. Got a bit of a sand build up there. That right there, like that. That's our bun. We'll give that a flip. Oh, that's hot, man. Whew. Here's our patty for our cheeseburger we're going to have. Right, there you go. Nice and flat. Yama. And then we'll go like that. Mayonnaise. So this is the view that we get from here. Pretty much kind of similar. But I also hope that there was going to be more driftwood, but we've been just fine. So here's the surf thing again. Even if I set the TV up right here, have the fire going, cooking our lunch and breakfast, whatever, dinner, and then just have the drone over there watching away. And then when it's ready, fly the drone back over here, charge up the batteries. I've got 4 of them, and so it'll just be constant flying all day, and just film that surf league and watch it over here on TV. But sadly, the guy that mucks me around has been mucking me around with my drone, and I'm going to get him for it. I really am. I promise you, I'm going to get him. I'm going to wreck him. Anyway, Just Amanda, oh sweet, I'm in Manawatu. Just Amanda, Malawolf, New Zealand Amanda, Wellington, Yola, Just Amanda, Malawolf, Just Amanda, laugh none, yeah, nah, fishing, work, stop it, bro, Yola. I'm not sure who he's talking to. Yeah, nah, fishing, Yola, none, dang, if you're good to climb that hill, you're good. I see what's going on. I'm not good, okay? I'm going to cripple my butt up that hill, and for you and for me, I can give it a go. Here's my legs, everybody. Okay, so I've got a really bad knee at the moment. Here's my good knee that's not so good anyway. And here's my bad knee. There's a bit of an example. It's not looking too bad today, I've got to be honest. And then when I stand up, bloody none, always trying to get me into trouble, eh? Here's what it looks like when I stand up. So, you can't really see it, eh, because of the light. But there's a massive big bulge out here. And it gets all swollen all in behind here as well, and you can't, well, can you see it? There you go. That's what my leg looks like at the moment. Hard to compare it. Hopefully you can see the difference. So I'm going to cripple my butt up that hill. I'm most probably dreaming, everybody. On the day of the first day of the Surf World Championship, you are not going to be able to get into Raglan. There's going to be traffic all the way out of Raglan. There's no way that is going to happen anyway. That's why I wanted to be here 2 days early, tent, TV set up, ready to go, flying my drone over there a bunch of times, got an idea on how we're going to run it, and had everything ready. So we're here 2 days before, and we're ready to go, but it's not going to happen because old clown that I've sold 10 drones for that guy at this point, and I haven't even tried to sell drones for him. I've got about 4 or 5 ready to just to be going, like, sold right now, along with the one I just bought that he has not given me yet. I've paid for it and he has not given it to me. You gotta hold them on the end. Gotta hold them on the end. They are so hot. Let's get this off as well. Did I flip this over? Can't remember. Let's go over here. The other thing is it's best to open them up straight away, and then it stops them from getting moisture on them. I'm going to go into work on Friday, hopefully. Well, now I don't know what I'm doing on Friday. I was sort of talking to my mate this morning, and I've got a bunch of firewood deliveries to do. I sort of screwed myself this year and the year before it. this is where they should be holding the world bloody thing, man, out on these waves. It's on a flat day today, and there's good surfing waves out there. So when I get home, I'm going to talk to my darling Lorna about getting a jet ski. I mean surf ski or whatever they're called, jet ski, whatever, and getting myself a good board. I want a Kelly Slater board. And then I'm going to get her to tow me in, get her into a wetsuit, get her a decent life jacket, get her sort of used to doing it a little bit in a maybe place where there's only one wave breaking, and she tows me into that wave, and then she can just circle out and go away easy, and just do that a whole bunch of times, and then maybe just go out when it's a little bit rougher and still the same single wave, pull me in, she can just go out, you know, and then do that a few times and go out a bit rougher where it's a bit bigger, maybe have a wave in front, the wave that I'm getting towed into, and then, you know, so she has to sort of maneuver out, get her used to it, and then go into a place like this where there's wave after wave, and she can, you know, have to sort of navigate her way out of there and navigate her way back in to come and grab me, even though I'll just paddle out, you know, but that's the plan. And I'll of course be wearing the GoPro doing that, and yeah, so that's going to be sort of, I'm really excited about that all my life. And then there's like, I do want to go surfing, which is getting towed behind the four-wheeler. Whoops. Towed behind the four-wheeler. And surfing along the front of the beach on the water there, but you got to have, it's kind of got to be right. It's better when it's a little bit rough and there's a big sort of a channel there, so it's nice and deep, but you get these odd waves coming in, you can go and bang, smack them, and it's super fun. And once my legs all better, and we'll be live, well, we can live stream it, or, well, we could try and live stream it, but I'll generally just make videos of that stuff at this point. Go in that cup there. How much sand have we actually got on here? Quite a lot. Alright, so let's go off the burger first. I'm really going to struggle to eat this. I don't think I'm going to be able to have Kinners on toast this morning. I think I'm just going to have Kinners out on the boat. So let's get this over here. I may have burnt this by the smell of it. Hopefully not. Yeah, I think I did. Please don't be black! It's super black. Super hot. Super black. Oh, and I broke the button. So what am I going to do here? I am going to run back and grab. Am I going to run back? That looks so good, everyone. Look at it. Look at the cheese. Oh my gosh, that looks good. No way am I eating that black like that. Damn it. Let's not chuck that in there though. Let's let some bird find that. Let's try and jog back. No, let's not even bother trying to run. So I'm not even going to toast it actually. I'm just going to stick that bun top straight on with the cooked bottom. Damn, that cheese looked good. There's no point in going back to work and buckling my leg when I know it's not okay. I've got another doctor's appointment. I better keep... When is that? It is coming up real soon. I need to focus on getting into that doctor's. I need to get another ultrasound done before I go. Bun. So I better book an ultrasound when I get home tomorrow, somewhere. So what I'm most probably going to do is when I do go off the live stream after breakfast here, or whenever, I'm going to ring the Coast Guard. We're going to head out. I'm going to put the phone on charge, so it's fully charged by the time we get out to our fishing spot, and then I'm going to live stream again and give it a break, excuse me, from here to there, to allow for the phone to charge up. So suckto. We'll just grab that one like this and we'll put that down there. Your mama. Alright, so we've got a bit of knife action in the sand here. Of course we do. That bit of grass has done its job real good. That's real nice. I can't reach it. Bloody sand everywhere. Let's just give that a tappy. I told you that bloody nun, eh? Always trying to bloody get me in trouble. Always trying to bloody tell on me, oh, you can be at work, this, that, the next thing. I was just talking about you last night, Nun. I don't know if you bloody were watching, saying how much you cracked me up and that you're always trying to get me in trouble, always trying to tell me something. Do this, do that. Shut up. Anyway, I was talking to myself then. Get some mayo on here. We may need a little bit more than that, sadly. Nun does crack me up. He really does. At this point, anyway. I think darling Lorna's going to go from loving who's that guy, what's his name, the one that always says you're sick or whatever he says. I don't know what his name is. Journeyman. From loving him to loving Nun. I did see her and him, or her greasing up to Nun the other day. Are you out of the dog box or something? Anyway, let's, oh man, we got a charcoal bun here. I mean, charcoal. Oh, it's a bit dry, everyone. It smells really, really good, I tell you that. What can I say? There we go, cheeseburger at the beach. It's a little bit dry, I didn't need to go that long, I don't actually care. It's right in the middle. grab my other bit. I was going to go over there, but I don't want to disturb those birds. It's too late. They've already kept it. 4 shags. This is the little point I'll show you with the zoom. I wanted to come in here right now, and there's a shallow little bar out there, and I wanted to just chuck the soft baits in there from out in the channel there, and be walking that soft bait back out through there. Normally you can get, this is venison here, but normally venison comes out so moist for burger patties. I really overcooked this one, crazy. They're the best meat for burger patties in my opinion. Oh, my leg. Feed up the pro here. Wants a little bit more, he can have it. Shags just drying out after we made them go in the water, especially Nun. Excuse me. So if you were to come camping and you don't want to have to make that patty, just buy a pre-packed thing of patties. All you need is tinfoil, a bag of patties, a couple of thing of sliced cheeses so they're just ready. Open the sliced cheese, put it on, put on another one. So tinfoil, the patties already made in the bag. You can get some pretty tasty patties these days. Some sauce and mayonnaise and cheese and you're away. You're away for about 3 days. That's 3 cheeseburgers a day. Obviously a bun. And when you're out camping like this, I've been out at sea all last week, up for around 7 days, come home, come straight out here, missing my McDonald's fix or whatever fix I need. Kind of sugar, but not really sugar these at the moment. But I do loves me a burger and loves me a pie. I don't need to worry about that because I've got it all right here, as you just saw. And it's super easy. I didn't have to do much. Most probably did more than I'd, you know, just with making that patty than anything else. Okay, so this is still warm. Again, I should have flipped those a bit more. It was super hot. A little bit of a burn up. Nothing we can't handle here. Nice and oily. Super oily. Yeah. It's a pity, man. Somehow miraculously my drone turns up. Sitting here with the drone on auto hover, eating one of these, watching the Surf League on a TV. Can't believe that I failed. So after this, I'm gonna oh yeah, Obviously you've already seen this. Say you brought your missus over here, she could go for a nice long walk along there, and if you're really lucky, she might get stuck around there when the tide comes right in and she can't get back. Just joking. And there's no one on the side of the ocean, or side of the land here, really, that's going to be walking down here at all. Civilization is just over there. Last couple of bites here. I'm going to go back over here, grab my life jacket, make sure nothing's going to blow away. go have a quick sleep. Wow, that was good. Yes, that was everything you'd want it to be. The paddy could have been a little moister. Hey, I'm not moaning one bit. We've got a little bit of tin foil here. We'll just grab it while we can see it, easy. Put it there. That's basically it from that mess. We'll just got a little spider there. Roll that up so it's not going to get sand in it in case. Grab our bottle of water. Oh, excuse me. Most probably take that tin foil back to the boat. Back to the house, I mean. That little spider gone. You know what? The only thing I could think about possibly wanting to eat at the moment, or at any time, maybe for lunch or something like that, would be some cauliflower cooked in ocean water out there. But otherwise, I'm not thinking about McDonald's or pies or any of civilization. Obviously, I slowed right down. I cracked my leg when I went in that water down there. There was a hole, I didn't see it. And I cracked my leg, sadly. And along with, I'm just completely bloated. Just carry this chili bin down here. Coffee, milk, put it all in here. Kinners, teaspoon, might take some wipes, got a runny nose. Another thing with baby wipes is if you have got a cold and you blow your nose with these, you don't get that red dry nose you get from tissues or whatever. But they got 1,000 or 30 more uses than a thing of tissues will ever have. And you can reuse them if you really want. So if you went out, this would be more than you ever need of that wood to cook what we just had. All of it, the first one, the cordon bleu, the lasagna, the burger, all of it, easily. All right. Tell me how it is that you can't sleep in the night. So this morning I just chucked everything out of this bag over here, looking for some clean socks and of course some Jockos. We'll just get this in here like this. I actually like it. We'll do it properly. I like it to sit at the back just because it's pretty heavy. Alright, we'll keep all our cords together, bro. If you're gonna, you know, do something, at least keep all the cords together. Okay, so we'll just get all our cords like this in here, ready. Shut that. Like that. Grab our leg brace, put that there, grab this bag, shove in. Actually, I am going to change over to this hat. I'd be so upset if it got stolen. Right, so we've got our hat on. Some clothing. Just in case we end up out at sea for a month. Grab a, oh no, we've got a ton of water on board, really. Shouldn't need that. Might as well chuck that in just because we can. And that, just in case. Shut that up. Got our kinners, got our spoon, got our wipes in there. Got our charging stuff and cameras. Got our We're at 61% here. Yo, Axel, thank you so much. Thank you very much. You're the bloody clown though, buddy. You're the bloody clown, bloody in there. Effing bloody Axel Jim Duggan. Bloody, who's bloody talking to you? Effing bloody. Thank you very much, Axel. You're the bloody effing clown. Anyway. But he is right, I need it on. I've got it there, we're gonna take it. Our food here. Alrighty, let's go get that boat. Girl, before I met you, I was any fine. Axel Jim, go shoot in morning, white bait season soon, that's my year. Yeah, okay, we're don't want that getting wet really either, just in case we need it. I'm thinking I might give white baiting a go this time. I'll try and remember to look it up when we go home. Quite a good little bit of wind here. I kinda want to end the stream right now, but I kinda want to get the boat while you're on. We're starting to get a good little bit of a chop out on the water there, and I want to just check the weather quickly before I go charging on out there. Check the weather, check the swell map, and make sure it's staying at 0.3, 0.6 today, just so I know what's going on. I'm going to have to end the stream pretty shortly anyway, because I'm going to ring Coast Guard. It looks like I'm going to be getting pretty wet. Damn it. But what we'll do, instead of going down like this into here, where it is a little bit more steeper, we'll come up here and we'll walk down where it's a bit more flat, and hopefully avoid getting too wet. I may take my clothes off. What's the song? I can't think of one. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Alright, that's not the song I was thinking of though. I hate going in the bloody water, I tell you. We're basically anchored straight out from this log here. So what I'm going to do is try and walk out to the anchor, possibly. I suppose the anchor's out further than the boat, come to think of it. I am going to take my shirt off here. I may even just leave it on the beach, come to think of it, and come back in and grab it. Spin me up like money, and then you hung me out to dry.
Or up here a bit, so you can't see the anything. Oh. Is there no one else? The next minute Jaws turns up. Leroy, shut up, boy. Easy, big guy. If you're talking to me, Axel Jim, Leroy, keep it clean. You better shush up, nun. If you're talking to me. I'll float over there to Florida and we'll see what your jab and your right cross is looking like. Anyway, let's get over like this. And if you aren't talking to me, I'm very sorry. Ah, it's touching me. Woo, it's not that cold. Jeepers cripes, hope there's no stingrays in here. We got our booties on. I advise you get booties. They're so handy. Man, I hate this. We'll just go straight to the boat. Oh, it's getting deeper. Oh, come here, you. Come here, you. Come to daddy. All right, hey. Stop running away from daddy. All right, so I need my ladder on here for these very occasions, but there is a little lip you can stand on, kind of. Neat. All right. All right. Oh, yeah, we've got a towel on here. Me little boat that, it is. Why can't we all just get along? Laugh, bring it. Shut up, frickin' nun. Telling me what to do. Effing bloody, what did he say? Why can't we, shut up, nun. Sparta, Yola, nun. Easy, big guy. If he's talking to me, tell me what to bloody do, nun. Getting bloody sick of you, nun. Effing bloody nun. Anyway, we'll see if we can get a. I can't do any right hand stuff because it just twists my leg. But anyway, let's get out there.
Easy, big guy. Shut up. Tell me what to bloody do. Anyway, come on, Leroy. Again, Rolo's Marine, everybody. Check them out. I'm going to go into a boxing ring, boxing gym. I'm going to put a picture of Nun Nun up on it. It's just going to say Nun Nun, and then I'm going to smash him. Just joking. Well, I'm not joking, actually. I am going to do that. And you're going to watch if you like, including you bloody Nun Nun. I actually really do quite like Nun Nun's whatever it is. It's not humour because it's pretty lame, but I do like some of it. Anyway, we're going to hit the bottom here. We're gonna hit the bottom. Whoops. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot our life jacket. I'm gonna have to run back. I don't know why all of a sudden the boat's way out here. It should have been in like this. The wind is coming like that though. So what I'll do is I will get us in reverse here for a minute. It's about waist deep here. It's not going to work though. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I was going to try and avoid the boat getting pushed onto the beach. Just in case it was a little bit difficult to get it off. All right, so we're in a bit closer here anyway. Hydrolab, everybody. Nice and shallow, so I can just step on. All right, I might just let us dry out a little bit before I go, but I'm just decided actually we're going to quickly go up there and grab that fishing gear while we're fishing net and stuff while the tide's in. Saves me carrying it down that little bit longer. I'm going to have to do it anyway. What I should have done is put the boat in reverse and pulled this anchor out a little bit. Oh well, you can't always think of everything when you got a ton of things on your mind. Looks like I'm going to be getting wet. Maybe too far out for my liking. We'll see. I'm going to get some nice carpet along the front here too, so that does not happen. Alright, that'll have to be alright. Axel Jim Duggan. All right. I think I'll go off that and stick it in reverse. Pull that anchor out a little bit. It may make it very, very difficult to get the anchor out though, but we'll try and beat it. We'll try and beat it. It's just right on the bottom there. Is it gonna work? There's the anchor right there. Bed we made. When you don't look back as feelings start to fade away. I love this boat, everybody. I love it. I love this boat. Hydrolab. Check one out. At Rollo's Marine, of course. They're the only ones that sell these boats. Should have put it in reverse there. Oh well. Oh, we'll go inside. Okay. Let's jump while I can. I should have grabbed our dive bag. I could. It's not like the wind's not, I could pull the anchor out too, which I will if I do that, but I'm not going to. And our glove as well. Knee brace. All right, so let's have a little look how hard it is. Oh, it's right there. Have a look when the boat is down though. See how hard it is to get that bung out. life jacket. Damn it! I used to feel your fire, now it's gold inside. All right. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. So I'm going to get back on the boat, everyone, in the stream, and ring Coast Guard. Chuck the phone on charge out there. Get it charging. So that should be about 20 minutes or more, a little bit more maybe, as in once I see some birds, I'll have a look at where the phone is. 10 minutes of charging on this phone and the charger can be the difference between 80% and 100%, you know, like it really makes a difference. 10 minutes. So it's worth it, because then it just makes my life a little bit more easier, not having to have the cord wrapped around my head here, and also the I'm going to go out here, sit in the middle, check the tide. Oh well, yeah, the tide, check the weather, check the swell map. Then I'm going to ring Coast Guard. I just noticed something here. We don't have our dive gear with us at all. We'll take it just in case. Just in case. I know what I'm like. I'll regret it. Even though right now I'm thinking there's no way I'm going diving. We know, well, I know that can change in my brain very, very quickly. So we'll take it. I could quickly grab the glove too. At least I'll have one glove on, at least. And make it very much nicer if we do come across a crate. Or, here we go. Even can I help you? So what hand is it? Yep, left hand side, perfect. Step in here. She's all inside in. Time for a new catch bag. time for some new gloves. All right, so rolling. Not going to stick that in there, we'll stick that, no, not with the kinners, in here, just so we know where it is and it's safe. Alright, put it on pretty shortly actually. Alrighty. I keep grabbing the wrong thing here. Damn it. Didn't work. Oh well. Nearly worked. Alright, there we go everybody. I'm just going to check the weather. I'm going to check the weather, the tide and the swell map. We're about to head out through the bar here and charge through out there. I'm going to ring Coast Guard. I'll be back. Please check back in, like, subscribe, share, comment. Yola! Holy moly, it's fishing time! It's fishing time! It's fishing time! Yola everyone!